Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today is Friday, which means I am back with another Debt-Free Friday video. If you're new here, Debt-Free Friday is a video series that I started back in January, which is totally crazy because I've been posting a video every single Friday for the last going on 10 months now about our weekly debt payment as well as our weekly side hustle income. And this is something that I've done for a long time because I feel like making weekly payments has really just escalated our debt repayment and has helped us pay off so much more debt. So I will be talking about the first Debt-Free Friday for October. I can't believe that it is October. It's crazy. I'm so excited. I feel like the rest of the year is just gonna fly by so quick. It's so fun with all of the holidays coming up, and I am ready. And I'm also pregnant, so the faster the holiday season goes, the faster I will not have to be pregnant anymore, which is welcomed at this point because I am getting to the point where I'm like, this isn't fun anymore. I'm ready to have my baby. So I always go over just a overall starting balance and just a little bit of background. So we started with $132,404. That was the total of both of my sets of student loans. I originally started with both federal and private student loans. I am now down to only my federal loans. I paid off my private loans back in 2020. So I am down to just my federal student loans, which are currently at 0% interest. And also there's technically no payment due right now. Obviously I'm still paying anyways because I would like to get rid of them ASAP. So we started this week at $23,450, which was at 82.29% paid off. We were able to make a payment of $1,500. So I want to pause for a second because this month you will probably see larger than normal payments. So there are a few things that are happening this month that typically don't happen for us. So we have a fifth paycheck, which has happened to us actually more than ever this year. I think there is 5 months or 4 months where we have an extra paycheck. My husband and I are both paid bi-weekly, so throughout the year, we kind of switch off between getting extra paychecks. So, some months I'll get an extra one, some months he'll get an extra one, but we always only budget on 4 paychecks. So an entire paycheck is also going to debt. So these payments are going to be a lot larger. I'm also anticipating, and I'm not sure yet, so I haven't put it into our debt payments yet, but I am anticipating my husband might have a little bit of extra income this month. So I just wanted to put that out there because I know that this is a large debt payment and this is not our regular budget. So I did post our October budget. If you haven't watched that, I will put it in the cards above. And you can see kind of what our original plan payments were. Like I said, at the middle to end of the month, we'll know if we're getting that extra income or not. I just want to put a disclaimer because yes, that is a very large payment for a week, but we have honestly worked really hard over the last 2 years that we've been on this debt-free journey to basically reduce our expenses, and we are primarily living on one income. So the months where we have that fifth paycheck, it's like we're living on less than one income, if that makes sense. So I did just want to mention that because I do get a lot of questions like, how do you guys pay so much to debt? Honestly, it has taken us a really long time to get to this point. So if you are starting out, don't feel discouraged. There was a point where my husband and I barely could afford to pay the minimum payments on my debts. It is a process. You will get there eventually. And it has just been a long time of us trying to increase our income as much as we can and all of that, and also just reducing our expenses. So that will bring our weekly ending to $21,950, which puts us at 83.42% paid off. Super excited about getting another percent. We should consistently get a percentage paid off pretty much every week in the month of October because, like I said, we will be having some larger payments this month. So I'm really just super excited for this month. It's going to be a huge debt payoff month. So that brings our paid to date to $110,454. So we also are hitting $110,000 paid off. Wow. Also gross because that just feels kind of icky, but you know, it has to be done. So I am trying really hard to just change my mentality a little bit, because I do get like upset by these numbers sometimes, and I know that you guys probably don't realize that or see that, because I do try to be like very just upbeat in my videos, but it does like weigh on me very heavily that we have had to put that much money to debt. I know last week, if you did not watch my Debt Free Friday from last week, I will link it in the cards and in the bio below. But if you did watch last week, I talked a little bit about interest, because this is just principal. So this was our starting principal balance. This was our paid to date of principal. I had talked a little bit about like, you know, I don't know, I kind of want to figure it out. I kind of don't. And I had replied to some comments, so some of you might have seen this, but I actually did go back and look and see if I could kind of figure out how much interest we paid. And it ended up being about $24,000 in interest. And that is interest that we've paid since, you know, like 2010, 2011, when I started school, all the way to now. That is also not all of it, because that is only going back to, I think, 2016 with my private student loans. I had about $36,000 of this was private student loans, and it kind of traded hands multiple times, and I just haven't been able to like pinpoint exactly how much interest we've paid on that, but from what I could calculate, $24,000. Kind of glad that I did that, because I feel like it was good to just know and be aware of it. But, you know, it doesn't make me feel super great to know that we've paid that much in interest, but it's okay. Moving forward, I am, I don't know, I feel like I go back and forth all the time of like kind of being grateful for this debt sometimes, because, well, I am, because it obviously gave me my education, which allowed me to get the job that I have and the jobs that I have had in the past. And I make decent money now, even though it's not always been like that, but now I am very privileged that I do make a decent amount of money. So I am grateful for it in that sense, and I'm also grateful for it in the sense that it brought me to this community. I genuinely feel like my husband and I would not have any idea what we're doing with our money if I hadn't found this community. And so even though it is a lot of debt that we've had to pay in 30 years, we're going to be in so much of a better place financially because we started this journey than if we hadn't. So yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts on my debt right now. So for side hustle income for this week, which is the 24th through the 30th, technically this is September, but I count the Debt Free Fridays based on the Friday that they are. So since today is the 1st, I am considering this October. I know it's not perfect, but it's kind of just what I've been doing all year, so we'll just roll with that. So this is through the 30th. So yesterday, I did get $355 from Poshmark. I think I've talked about this a little bit in the past month. I've basically just been trying to clear out my Poshmark, so I'm selling things very, very cheap, because I honestly am just wanting to get rid of a lot of it. A lot of it has been on there for like a year or plus at least. So I honestly just kind of want to get rid of it and make a little bit of extra money, but that's not really my focus. I just kind of want to get rid of everything that I have listed. We did make $13.10 from Surveys on the Go. If you're new here, I talk about Surveys on the Go almost every single week, because we typically get side hustle income from it every single week. My husband and I both do the surveys, and it is a pretty consistent side hustle for us, so I'm really excited about that. We did just have one cash out this week for $13.10, so that was great. I made $15.31 on Etsy. Thank you guys so much. That is the most I've made in a week on Etsy, and I'm really excited about it. I always link my Etsy shop in the bio below, and then also the pinned comment. So if you want to go check out my Etsy shop, I have a lot of the printables that you see in these videos for sale if you're interested. I think part of the reason why I had more sales was because my October budget with me was posted, and it was my most popular video that I've ever posted, actually. So that was kind of wild. I have no idea why it like blew up a little bit. I mean, it was not like blew up. It didn't like go viral or anything, but it got more views than my videos typically get. So that was really exciting. And I think that was part of why I had a little bit extra income, because I obviously am showcasing some of my products in that video. So $15.31 from Etsy. And then the last side hustle income that we got this week was $28. This was from reselling my kids' clothes. I had to go into the city last week and decided I would take a bin of my kids' clothes to a local resale shop. It's kind of like Once Upon a Child, but that's not actually what it is. It's like a local place. And I got $28 for what they purchased, which was awesome. I donated the rest. I typically just donate, but I thought since I was going there, like I was going to be near there, I would just bring it and see what I got. That was $28 that I did not have before, which is really cool. That total is $59.96 for this week. Super excited about that. I think my goal for October for side hustle income is going to be like around $300. Last month I made over $675 in side hustle income, and this month I'm thinking I'm going to take it a little bit easier. I was like hardcore on the side hustle game last month, and I think I just need a little bit of a break. So this month will probably be a little bit less exciting from side hustles. Honestly, since we do have some extra income coming in from other places, I just don't really feel like I need to like go hard on the side hustles this month. I can kind of relax a little bit. And also I'm very pregnant, out of breath, not really super wanting to go do Instacart at this point. I might if I have time or if my husband's schedule allows for it, but we will kind of see how that goes. We have our debt trackers here. I go over these every single week. So for this week's payment, I'm going to be filling in 2.5 icons on our debt freedom tracker that we restarted as of January 1st. And then on our target loan chart, I'm so excited because I will be filling in 7 of these icons, which will leave us with a measly 3 icons left. Super bummed that we couldn't just pay this off, but the balance after our payment, let me actually pull up my Great Lakes really quick. The balance after our payment for this week will be $570. So we only have $500 left on this loan. I'm so excited to have this one paid off. So next week, this loan will absolutely be paid off. And I did share this a couple videos ago, but I did just want to share it again because we will start filling this one in next week. I just created this really quickly on Canva. It's not like for sale or anything. Obviously, it's very specific to my loan situation, but I just figured it would be fun because I didn't want to restart one of these large ones because the majority of my loans left are like, you know, under $4,000. I will be filling this one in starting next week. So as you can see, loan 1 is $184. We will probably be paying this one off next week too. Well, we should be based on what I think our payment will be for next week. We'll probably have some quick wins on this tracker as well. So super excited about that. So yeah, this just goes through the remainder of our loans that we have left until we are debt free. I'm gonna color these in and then I will be back to close out the video. So that does it for the coloring this week. Super excited that we will be able to finish this one off next week. I am so ready for this loan to be gone, and as well as our just total loans. We're making really good progress on this, and I can't wait to see where we are at the end of the month because like I said, this month will probably be our biggest month ever for debt payoff. So really excited. Make sure you stay tuned for next week's video where we're gonna celebrate finally paying off my Target loan. Thank you guys so much for watching as always and for all the support. I appreciate all of you so much, and I will see you next week. Bye guys.